Very good.
So
And you know, you all cover so much, and I'm very sure you stay a busy lady.
yeah, yeah.
And the beekeeping, you know, people don't realize all the things that's involved. You just can't have a big bunch of bees and just leave them unattended. You got to work with them, and
They're livestock. They're something you have to sometimes feed, and you've got to medicate, and you've got to make sure that they're happy little critters wherever they're at. Our bee group, like I said, every third Thursday, they're a wonderful group to work with, and people don't give bees quite what their what do you call it, wards, I guess. I mean, if it wasn't for our bees, we wouldn't have 80% of what we eat.
exactly.
So they are an incredibly important critter. And a tip for helping take care of those is anytime you're going to be spraying anything, spray after dusk, after dark, because they go up as soon as it starts to get a little dark. They actually go home. So if you're going to be spraying anything, spray after dusk to help protect our bees.
And the last couple of years, they had been like a little decline of bees.
There have been a major decline in the honeybee populations. Yeah.
So we need to respect our bees.
Yes, we do, and we definitely need to take care of them. And the more people we've got raising bees, the better off we are.
Educate us a little bit here. How does people gather up the bees? I mean, you just can't put them in a paper bag and here. How does that work?
No, if you've got a swarm, because it's getting to be about time for them to start swarming, well, they'll actually start splitting off. And if you see a big swarm of bees in your yard, you can call our office. We have a swarm list where our actual beekeepers get on a list, and we call and say, hey, there's a swarm of bees here. Are you interested in going and getting them? And we've always usually got a beekeeper somewhere close by. And they will actually go out there and collect those bees for you. They'll come out with a box, and there's different strategies, ways of doing it. You can tap the bucket, and they'll go in. I mean, it's pretty amazing to watch if you've ever seen anybody collect bees. But if you've got a swarm, just give us a call at our office, and we'll try to hook you up with somebody that'll come get them for you.
Oh, this is so great. And people can take any of these classes that they
Yes.
want.
Yeah.
If they want to take the beekeeping class just to learn, get knowledge, or if they want to take this class that you're having
Oh, yeah.
tonight.
Just call our office. A lot of our classes have a small material fee, but you'll get that fee back in more than, whether it be hand pruners or, it's just a way to get people vested in coming. Because when I've done these classes for free, it seemed like I would only have 2 or 3 people. But when I give them something worth whatever the material fee is, I would have 60, 70 people.
Oh, that's
So, we do charge a small material fee for a lot of our classes, but you get that and more back.
And people enjoy these classes because
Yes.
they're so full of knowledge, and you really take the time to sit down with people and explain things that they may have not known, answer their questions, and it's just a really good thing.
It is. And we're getting ready to have our annual Flower and Garden Show. It will be May 4th. It's free to get into. It'll be up at the community center. We'll have all kinds of demonstration booths and informational booths, and people will be selling garden type items, whether it be plants, herb plants. We usually have some people selling garden tools, things of that nature up there on that day. It'll be the May 4th from 10 until I think 5 at the community center and the farmers market.
Well, it is so wonderful. Like when somebody really knows what they're doing with a garden, they can take like strawberries and make strawberry preserves and jams. And,
Yes.
get back to canning things
Yes.
again. Man, you talk about some good garden food. Them old-fashioned pickles. Oh, it's just all good.
Yeah, I had actually stuffed peppers last night that we had froze and put in the freezer, and there's nothing like it. I mean, dead of winter, and you're eating something that came out of the garden. And our office, actually, our Family Consumer Science Department does classes on canning, freezing, how to preserve these things. All you've got to do is call our office and see when their next class is. They'll teach you the proper way and safe way to can.
Well, I was getting ready to ask you that. You took the words right out of
Yeah.
my mouth. That's so good, too, because a lot of people don't realize how simple it is when you're taught and trained.
Right. I mean, it's a lost art. You know, a lot of the older people have passed away, and the younger people just never took the time to learn it.
Right.
So, and with these economic times as hard as they are, if you can grow your own food and put some of it away, you know, you're much better off. And just call our office, and they'll teach you exactly how to do it.
Well, all my family, they have always loved to garden. They've always loved to, you know, can different items like sauerkraut and just pickles and just corn and things like that. And it's just so great.
It is. It tastes so much better than what you can buy out of the store.
And, you know, it takes somebody that's really dedicated to. You just can't just throw it out there and let it do what it wants to. You got to be out there and you got to work in it. And you got to keep the weeds out of it. And you got to spray for those bugs.
You've got to take care of it. But the good thing is if you're out there, the way I take it is the more I'm in the dirt and the more I'm farming, the less money I'm spending. For one, I'm not out looking for something else to do. This is going to cost me more money. And it's exercise. I get to spend the time with my family. That's all my family's ever done is farmed. I'm actually the first one to ever go to college and to actually get a job out in the public. But Dad says he taught me everything I knew, and now I'm going to go spread it out to the world.